Good evening, graduates, Mr. Koga, faculty, staff, families, and friends. Aloha and welcome to Waiakea High School's 42nd Annual Commencement Ceremony. My name is Matthew Labasan, a junior at Waiakea High School, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies this evening. And now, we will proceed with this momentous occasion honoring the graduates of the class of 2021. Please rise and join seniors Arten Takane and Logan Talasay in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by senior France Vivian Respicio.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts be watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets spread glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing for the state anthem, Hawaii Pono'i, performed by Ginger Pettyjohn.
Hawaii Pono'i Nana'i Komo'i Kalani Ali'i Ke Ali'i Makualani e Kameha Meha e na kawa e pale Meka ihe Makualani e Kameha Meha e na kawa e pale Meka ihe.
Student activities have been one of the main factors in strengthening the class of 2021. Events like Homecoming Week, Variety Show, and Senior Month would not have been successful without the leadership of students who are dedicated to the school. Individuals who earned awards for outstanding service to Waiakea High School are recognized separately in the commencement program. Thank you for all of your hard work and dedication to Waiakea High School's student activities. Students who have excelled academically qualify for an honors recognition certificate. These students have met the requirements for the Hawaii High School Diploma, earned a cumulative GPA of 3.0, and earned and met additional requirements for one of 3 honors programs: academic, CTE, or STEM honors. These students have a special notation beside their name in the commencement program. Congratulations to all of these students. Students who have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 to 3.5 graduate cum laude, Latin for with honor. Students who have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.8 graduate magna cum laude, or with great honor. Lastly, students with cumulative grade point averages of 3.8 or higher graduate summa cum laude, or with highest honor, and wear a red cord signifying academic excellence. The names of the graduates who have achieved the honor of summa cum laude are listed separately in your commencement program. Congratulations to all award recipients. At commencement, it is the duty of the senior who has achieved the second highest grade point average to give the salutation, Latin for welcoming address, from which the title Salutatorian is derived. This year's Salutatorian, Gaia Gadbole and Megan Nakamoto earned the second highest GPA of 4.26. We first call upon Waiakea High School's class of 2021 Salutatorian, Gaia Gadbole, to welcome you today.
Welcome Principal Koga, Vice Principal Benzon, Vice Principal Toriano, Superintendent Kanehailua, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, friends and families of the graduates, and the class of 2021. My name is Gayatri Godbole, and I'm honored to speak to you today. My fellow Lions, whether we realize it or not, we have come so far since we began our high school journeys in freshman year. I still remember shuffling into my classes during the first few weeks of high school, anxious about those icebreakers I knew I couldn't avoid. I was determined to choose a seat at the back of the classroom and prayed that I wouldn't be called on by my teachers. The thought of being chosen to share my work or even walking up to the front of the classroom to turn in my homework sent my heart racing and my palms sweating profusely. The first few months of high school went by this way, but when November rolled around, things began to change. During high school swim season, I started to understand how much more fun high school could be if I was just willing to join in on the fun. My teammates, especially the upperclassmen, encouraged me to step out of my comfort zone. Through team activities and numerous pep talks, having a group of helpful, experienced peers who I could rely on to give me advice gave me the confidence I needed to become more adventurous and courageous. I'm sure that each of us has been inspired by someone during our 4 years at Waiakea High, whether that was our family, friends, teachers, coaches, or even a celebrity whom we admire. We may have faced some common challenges, like the anxiety of entering high school, choosing an academy, and trying to figure out what we'd like to do once we graduate. Other challenges may have been more unique and personal. We can owe our success to the mentors who have guided us on this roller coaster of a journey. If there's anything we've learned from the past year, as we've experienced social distancing and virtual learning, it's that we thrive on the relationships we share with those close to us. In less than an hour, we will be ushered into a different part of Waiakea High, its community of alumni. Although we will no longer be students, each of us will continue to be an essential part of the shared fabric of Waiakea. And with that, let's remember to give back to the individuals, school, and community that have provided us with so much support. To end, I'd like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for everything they've done for me during the past 18 years. Lions, we have come so far, and I can't wait to see the amazing things in store for each of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaia. We will now call upon Waiakea High School's class of 2021 Salutatorian, Megan Nakamoto, to complete today's welcoming address.
Good evening, Principal Koga, Vice Principal Benzon, Vice Principal Toriano, Superintendent Kanehailua, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family, friends, and my fellow classmates. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021, and thank you for taking the time to celebrate with us. My name is Megan Nakamoto, and it's an honor to address you all. As our next chapter begins, let us reflect on the many pages, amounting to volumes, that fill the shelves in our libraries of personal experience. Some memories have long been forgotten, but today I would like to share a few that I can recall, including the individuals who co-wrote these stories that shape my actions. I approach new situations with an open mind, even more so now because I admire and respect our teachers' ability to quickly adapt to a new learning format this year. I make an effort to praise others in everyday scenarios because an upperclassman I didn't know once paid me a compliment my sophomore year, and I hope to adorn the faces of others with the same smile I wore that day. I feel the need to finish what I start because my dad once commented in disapproval when I kept restarting a video game as soon as I knew I'd get a bad score or wouldn't win. I'm content with my insecurities because any mention of flat ironing my hair is shot down by my mom, and it's a reminder that your favorite characteristic in somebody could be the part that they dislike most, and that hurts to think about. This is just a mere percentage of my collection, but as Gaia mentioned, the people you encounter and the relationships you build can significantly alter the way you approach each day. I challenge you all to ponder who has contributed to your library and extend that appreciation as we rejoice in this milestone of growing up. Trust me when I say that you reside in and have written sentences for far more books than you can imagine. These novels may not age to win awards or become worldly renowned, but they sure will be entertaining. And now, as we step away from reading and return to our desks to keep scribbling out our stories, I hope to provide comfort in saying out loud that I don't know what I'm doing either. I sit and try to perfect every word before committing it to paper, but then I just fall stagnant. I found that the greatest of pieces come to fruition without a clear picture of its conclusion, because that's what makes it more exciting to get there. With that, I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. This year's commencement theme, as our next chapter begins, was chosen to express the class of 2021's excitement for the future. The Lions are eager to see how each of them takes on the world, whether it be close to home or far away. This evening, we call upon Waiakea High School's principal, Mr. Kelsey Koga, to recognize the achievements of the graduating class and wish them good luck as they begin their journey. We are proud to give a warrior welcome to Waiakea High School Principal, Mr. Kelsey Koga.
Good evening, Complex Area Superintendent Kanehailua, honored guests, friends, families, and most of all, good evening, warrior graduates. For the first time in a very long time, we are here to honor you in person. No Zoom logins, no waiting rooms, no passwords. Live and in person. Before I officially begin my address, I would like to take the time to recognize Waiakea High School's custodial staff for doing a fine job in cleaning and sanitizing the stadium to provide all of you a safe venue for this celebration. Take a good look around, ladies and gentlemen. It's been some time since we had people sitting on these bleachers and bodies on the field. Isn't it an amazing sight and a fantastic accomplishment? I also want to recognize the commencement committee advisors, Mrs. Tagawa and Mr. Tolentino, for insisting that we could have a safe in-person commencement celebration, even when I said it couldn't be done. Lastly, I want to recognize all Waiakea High School faculty and staff. Through their hard work, diligence, and support, we were able to successfully get through this school year and provide all of our students a rigorous, world-class high school education that we all can be proud of. A few days ago, the office staff took a phone call from a community member. The caller asked if this ceremony would be live streamed. At the time, the clerical staff didn't know that it was, and the fact is, I didn't know that it was either. Our office clerk politely indicated that she didn't think it was going to be live streamed, but it definitely would be recorded and played back on a later date on one of the KHON stations on TV. That person said, I guess your school is not better. And what did Waiakea High do for their students this year? Nothing. I'm not exactly sure what the point of reference was regarding better. But why don't you let me take a minute to explain what nothing looks like from Waiakea High School's perspective. I can't think of another high school that provided daily synchronous learning for their students. Every teacher, every student, every time. No program like Acellus, where students were placed on an alternative learning program by themselves. We followed the exact same bell schedule we would pre-COVID. Student activities and government students went out of their way to create activities for all students to participate in. the creation of a phenomenal yearbook that will be the envy of any high school. Lastly, we celebrated our seniors for a month. Picnics, award ceremonies, activities, a send-off yesterday, and two in-person commencement ceremonies. A ceremony that took an entire year to plan, with costs in the tens of thousands that this class raised funds for. Do we wish that we could have a ceremony that included the entire senior class? Absolutely. But unfortunately, those were the parameters that we were forced to work with. I will also add that besides the Hawaii County police officers that were hired, every staff member you see working here today is doing so out of the kindness of their hearts and their undying love for Waiakea High. I do want to point out that those volunteering here today are not only teachers. It takes an entire staff to be great, and that is Waiakea High School. It's what we do great, and we strive for excellence. Now, speaking of a world-class education, despite COVID and all the excuses that could result from it, this class achieved like no other. 30 valedictorians, 8 Nakua Po'okela recipients, nearly 50% of the class graduating with a grade point average of 3.0 or higher. 102 students receiving the CTE Honors Recognition Certificate, 21 students receiving STEM honors, and nearly $3 million in scholarship earnings. Like their predecessors, graduates in this class have been accepted to colleges and universities throughout our country. Schools include University of Oregon, Columbia, Creighton, Tulane, UC Berkeley, Washington, UCLA, San Diego State, Florida State, the Universal Technical Institute, and many others. Others have chosen to stay in state and attend the University of Hawaii school system on full-ride chancellor and regent scholarships. Of course, there are a number of graduates that have chosen to serve our country in the various branches of our United States Armed Services. Graduates, I would certainly be remiss if I did not acknowledge how much you missed this year. No BIF athletics, no in-person classes, no assemblies in the gym, no winter program, no homecoming, no prom, and no freshman drama to watch in a quad. Know what I'm talking about. The one thing that makes me sad is no class lectures from Mr. Koga regarding all of you and how important you are in setting the tone for the school year. Expecting all of you to set the proper example for younger classes to follow. Letting you know that seniors regulate and have earned their spot after 3 years on campus. Reminders that the school year goes by quickly. And before you know it, you'd be sitting here today reminiscing of the year that was. You didn't get a chance to respond to seniors you know at the opening assembly. Lastly, you didn't get the reminder speech at the end of the third quarter. The commencement is not a right, but a privilege. That just because you ordered and paid for a cap and gown doesn't mean you get to wear it on commencement Saturday. Also, that if you made it to commencement, you earned it. And you got to celebrate all the hard work and dedication that you invested after 4 years at Waiakea High. And last but not least, that you are warriors and always will be. The navy blue and warrior white flows within you. That you are expected to represent all of us accordingly with the highest levels of warrior pride. And most of all, that we are Waiakea proud, always knowing that we are the definition of excellence. Now I have a message for all of you that I'd like you to take to heart. Class of 2021, in one school year, I've witnessed so much. You have witnessed what a divided country looks like during the elections, insurrection, violence, and all the ugliness and negativity. Racial minorities, including blacks and Asians, fighting for basic rights and respect. People who disagree on COVID virus, constantly battling mask mandates and vaccines. And you also witness what happens when a large system like our own Department of Education loses faith in their leader and the resulting consequences. Division was definitely the theme this year. One evening a few weeks ago, I was channel surfing. I stumbled upon a classic show that took me back to my childhood, but it also got me thinking. Many of you graduates won't know what I'm talking about, but if you're of my generation, a child of the 80s, you know exactly what I'm referring to, Raps Hawaii. Raps Hawaii centered upon local comedian Rap Replinger. Although Rep left us much too soon, his comedy was genius, and much of what he spoke of still holds true today. I know many parents in the audience know what I'm referring to when bringing up the likes of Auntie Maria Lani, Mr. Frogtree, Orderly Room Service, and my personal favorite, Tell Fecha Nagi I love her. Why am I bringing this up? Because it's not the individual skits that I paid particular attention to this time. It was Rep the narrator, acting as the elderly man and his wise observations that stood out to me. In this land of Hawaii, we have disagreements like anywhere else. We passionately express our opinions, and sometimes we have to agree to disagree to come to common ground. But with all of this, there are lines we don't cross, like assaulting our elderly, all because some insensitive politician titled the COVID virus Asian flu, or disrespect law enforcement just because. It is very easy to be cruel and nasty in the virtual world or over the phone. That is certainly not what we do and not who we are. We are taught to respect, to listen, to empathize, and show kindness. Those values are driven in every child of Hawaii, every local kid. In reality, it does take a village to raise a child. Rap's show was a concrete reflection of what it means to live harmoniously in Hawaii with all of the wonderful diversity that our state has to offer. There is a common thread in all of us, far beyond our race, religion, or beliefs. It's the fact that we're local. We represent this zip code, 96720, Hilo. That is who we are and where we're from. And on top of that, we're not only of this town, we are YKL warriors. And as I stated earlier, the mere definition of what it means to be excellent and held to a higher standard. We welcome diversity and we accept differences. And kindness does go a very long way. So graduates, when you move onward and start your future, remember where you came from, be understanding, know that YKL High will always be here to celebrate your accomplishments and be proud of you, just as you are proud of her. Since we're talking about Hilo, here's a tidbit I always want you to remember. If anything, from this address that I want you to remember, it's this. On the mainland, they eat snow cones. On Oahu and other islands, they eat shave ice. In this town, we eat ice shave. Congratulations, class of 2021. All right!
Thank you, Mr. Koga. Tonight, the seniors say their farewells to YKL High School and the teachers and parents who have supported them these many years. It is the duty of the senior who has achieved the highest grade point average to give the Valedictorian, Latin for farewell address, from which the title Valedictorian is derived. An outstanding leader in academics, this year's Valedictorian, Ethan Okahara Olsen, earned the highest grade point average of 4.37. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Ethan, the class of 2021's Valedictorian.
Good evening, Principal Koga, Vice Principal Venzon, Vice Principal Toriano, Superintendent Kanehailua, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and the class of 2021. My name is Ethan Okahara Olsen, and it is my honor to stand before you today. But before I begin, I would first like to thank all of those who supported us in our time here at YKL High. Without the guidance of our family members, teachers, friends, coaches, and advisors, we definitely would not have been the same people nor standing here today. I would also like to thank our community members for forming a great learning environment that has allowed us to explore our interests and goals. As all of us can agree, this year of quarantine and self-isolation has been extremely difficult and unpleasant. When the quarantine for COVID-19 had first started in the fourth quarter of our junior year, I remember initially being excited to have no school for the remaining months. I was looking forward to playing video games and going on social media for the whole day. I had even initially thought that a school year of online learning would not be that bad. Oh, how that excitement was misplaced, as I did not comprehend how enduring and painful the quarantine would be. In this year of online learning, we have been stripped of so many opportunities that we would have had in our senior year. We never were able to experience our last homecoming and be there to hear Koga yell, "All right," for the last time. We never got a senior prom and were not allowed to simply hang out and talk with our friends and teachers in school.
we were forced to stay at home and isolate ourselves from our classmates and friends, and were forced to gain our only school-like interactions through a computer screen. Although this year of online learning has taken much of our high school experience away from us, I believe this year has provided many opportunities that other classes never had. Being able to connect with family, learning how to self-motivate and self-regulate. Okay, other than the ability to connect with family, there wasn't many great things about the quarantine that I could think of. However, I believe we have all learned a most valuable truth and lesson from the experience. And it is that we should never take our relationships or everyday interactions for granted. Prior to the last 14 months of our lives, we had never thought of face-to-face interactions as a privilege that could be taken away. We had all assumed that these things were a given. We should remember the time we were forced to isolate ourselves from others, so we value the times we spend with friends and family, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Whether it be hanging with friends at a party, eating dinner with your family, or simply catching up with classmates by Suisan or Lalakea, the world has proven that these simple interactions can be taken away, and that they should be valued, as quarantine has shown how painful life can be without them. It is these moments that add value and enjoyment to our lives, and are often the ones we will reminisce about in the future. As we progress through our lives outside of high school, I believe we should remember this experience to make sure we do not take our relationships and interactions for granted again. As each of us enter a new stage in our lives, we should always remember to be grateful for the ones who were and are present beside us and always supporting us. With lessening restrictions and life returning to how it was before COVID, we should take advantage of the time we have to make up for the time we lost this year. However, while making up for lost time, make sure to look forward toward the future and be ready to set off on your desired path. Whether it be continuing your schooling or being ready for employment, just make sure that whatever you do brings you fulfillment and enjoyment throughout your life. And from there, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors and hope we will all meet again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. Mr. Koga previously presented the class of 2021 to the East Hawaii Complex Area Superintendent, Mrs. Esther Kanehailua, who accepted the class and provided a congratulatory message to the graduates. Waiakea High School Principal, Mr. Kelsey Koga, presented the diplomas to the graduates. He was assisted by Vice Principals Mr. Vincent Venzon and Mr. Travis Toriano. Leading the class of 2021 are the senior class officers. President Megan Nakamoto. Megan is the daughter of Joel Nakamoto and Cindy Nakamoto. Her future plans are to attend the University of California, Los Angeles, where she will work towards her goal of becoming a research scientist. Megan is the recipient of the Waiakea High School PTSA Scholarship. Megan is one of two salutatorians who gave the class of 2021's welcome address. Vice President Maya Atwal. Maya is the daughter of Money Atwal and Jill Atwal. Her future plans are to attend the University of San Diego, where she will pursue a degree in biology toward her goal of becoming a lawyer. Maya is the recipient of the Hawaii Rotary Youth Foundation Scholarship from Rotary Club of Hilo, Hawaii Island Buddhist Women's Association Scholarship, 2021 Young Women in Public Affairs Award from Zonta Club of Hilo, and the Hilo Junior Tennis Club Scholarship. Maya is one of 30 valedictorians of the class of 2021. Secretary Casey Tagawa. Casey is the daughter of Jason Tagawa and Heather Tagawa. Her future plans are to attend the University of Oregon, where she will pursue a degree in business administration toward her goal of becoming a sports marketing specialist. Casey is the recipient of the Mamoru and Aiko Takitani Foundation Scholarship, Hawaii Rotary Youth Foundation Scholarship, Waiakea High School PTSA Scholarship, and direct admit to the Charles H. Lundquist College of Business. She has served as Best Academy Student Ambassador, is a recipient of the Business Pathway Award, and is one of 30 valedictorians of the class of 2021. Today, Casey wears the stole and medal of the Nakoa Po'okela Award. The Nakoa Po'okela, or Warriors of Excellence title, is awarded to students who have best exemplified the ideals of Waiakea High School through their dedication to academics, leadership, community service, and strength of moral character. It is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon any graduating senior. Each of today's 8 honored graduates wears a stole and medal, identifying them as recipients of the Nakoa Po'okela Award. Treasurer Leah Hara. Leah is the daughter of Jeffrey Hara and Elaine Hara. Her future plans are to attend Creighton University, where she will pursue a degree in exercise science towards her goal of becoming a physical therapist. Today, Leah wears the stole and medal of the Nakoa Po'okela Award. The valedictorian of Waiakea High School's class of 2021 is Ethan Okahara Olsen. Ethan is the son of Douglas Olsen and Kara Okahara. His future plans are to attend the University of Washington, where he will pursue a degree in biochemistry towards his goal of becoming a medical researcher. Ethan is the recipient of University of Washington's Purple and Gold Scholarship. Today, Ethan gave the class of 2021's farewell address. One of 2 salutatorians of Waiakea High School's class of 2021 is Gayatri Gadbole. Gayatri is the daughter of Rahul Gadbole and Dakshina Gadbole. Her future plans are to attend Brown University, where she will pursue degrees in molecular and cellular biology and computer science towards her goal of becoming a biomedical researcher. Gaia is the recipient of the Waiakea High School Social Studies Award. Today, Gaia wears the stole and medal of the Nakoa Po'okela Award. She gave the class of 2021's welcoming address. We will now recognize the additional 25 valedictorians who have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 4.0 or higher and earned and met additional requirements of one of the DOE Honor Recognition Certificates. Giselle Caban. Giselle is the daughter of Jericho Caban and Susanna Caban. Her future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii, Maui College, where she will pursue a degree in culinary arts towards her goal of becoming a chef. Alicia Chun. Alicia is the daughter of Mark Chun and Marianne Takamiya. Her future plans are to attend the University of Chicago, where she will pursue a degree in physics towards her goal of becoming a physicist. Alicia is the recipient of University of Chicago's University Scholar Award, Waiakea High School Outstanding Band Member Award, and Math Department's Award of Excellence. Trey Cristobal. Trey is the son of Dave Cristobal and Ann Cristobal. His future plans are to attend Arizona State University, where he will pursue a degree in mechanical engineering towards his goal of becoming a mechanical engineer. Cassidy Denault. Cassidy is the daughter of Anthony Denault and Michelle Tombach Denault. Her future plans are to attend Seattle University, where she will pursue a degree in environmental science towards her goal of becoming a conservation biologist. Cassidy is the recipient of the Wayne Big Dog Joseph Scholarship and Leo Club Scholarship. Today, Cassidy wears the stole and medal of the Nakoa Po'okela Award. Leela Devine. Leela is the daughter of Gary Devine and Monica Devine. Her future plans are to attend Barnard College of Columbia University, where she will pursue a degree in cellular and molecular biology towards her goal of working in biomedical sciences and science policy. Leela is the recipient of the NOAA Research Award, a Regeneron International Science and Engineering Fair finalist, and the Junior Science and Humanities Symposium National finalist. Today, Leela wears the stole and medal of the Nakoa Po'okela Award. Brooklyn Doman. Brooklyn is the daughter of Puakahena Doman and Danessa Doman. Her future plans are to attend the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, where she will pursue a degree in psychology towards her goal of becoming a pediatric occupational therapist. Lycan Forster. Lycan is the daughter of Richard Forster and Lorinda Forster. Their future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Hilo, where they will pursue a degree in marine science towards their goal of becoming an environmental journalist. Lycan is the recipient of the Hawaii Scholars Award, Waiakea High School English Department Award, and Star Academy Award. Glenn Gebbin Jr. Glenn is the son of Glenn Gebbin and Irene Gebbin. His future plans are to attend the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, where he will pursue a degree in civil engineering towards his goal of becoming a construction engineer. Mara Han. Mara is the daughter of Kevin Han and Cheryl Ganseki. Their future plans are to attend Columbia University, where they will pursue a degree in neuroscience towards their goal of becoming a physician. Mara is the recipient of the Waiakea High School English Department Award. Jade Ishimine. Jade is the daughter of Randall Ishimine and June Ishimine. Her future plans are to attend the University of Oregon, where she will pursue a degree in business administration towards her goal of becoming a marketing manager. Jade is the recipient of the 2021 Fukunaga Scholarship, Best Academy Business Pathway Award, and is the first-year direct admit to the Lundquist College of Business. Today, Jade wears the stole and medal of the Nakoa Po'okela Award. Jaden Kao. Jaden is the son of Charles Kao and Jeanette Ires Kao. His future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Hilo, where he will pursue a degree in business administration in accounting towards his goal of becoming an auditor. Thomas Lockhart. Thomas is the son of Charles Lockhart and Ari Lockhart. His future plans are to attend Florida State University, where he will pursue a degree in chemistry. Thomas is the recipient of Florida State University's out-of-state tuition waiver scholarship. Gabrielle May Malikdam. Gabrielle May is the daughter of Jerry Malikdam and Mari Malikdam. Her future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where she will pursue a degree in biology towards her goal of becoming a physician's assistant. Ryan Ota. Ryan is the son of Garrett Ota and Deborah Ota. His future plans are to attend California Polytechnic University, San Luis Obispo, where he will pursue a degree in mechanical engineering towards his goal of becoming a mechanical engineer. Jordan Picard Cabal. Jordan is the daughter of Sergio Cabal and Dorothy Cabal. Her future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Hilo, where she will pursue a degree in nursing towards her goal of becoming a nurse practitioner. Jordan is the recipient of the Hawaii Scholars Award. Diana Kate Ramos. Diana is the daughter of Robert Ramos and Catalina Ramos. Her future plans are to attend Grand Canyon University, where she will pursue a degree in engineering towards her goal of becoming an engineer. Brandon Simeon. Brandon is the son of Nolan Simeon and Joanne Simeon. His future plans are to attend the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, where he will pursue a degree in comprehensive medical imaging towards his goal of becoming a radiologic technician. Brandon is the recipient of the Western Undergraduate Exchange Scholarship. Artin Takane. Artin is the son of Alan Takane and Donna Takane. His future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Hilo, where he will pursue a degree in kinesiology and exercise science towards his goal of becoming a physical therapist. Artin is the 2020 to 2021 Student Government Association Treasurer. Corey Tengan. Corey is the daughter of Kyle Tengan and Donna Tengan. Her future plans are to attend California State University, Fresno, where she will pursue a degree in sports marketing towards her goal of becoming a marketing manager. Corey is the recipient of the Duke Kahanamoku Athletic Scholarship and the 2021 Ambassador of Aloha Scholarship. Lacey Uchida. Lacey is the daughter of Lance Uchida and Kara Uchida. Her future plans are to attend Colorado State University, where she will pursue a degree in health and exercise science towards her goal of becoming a nurse practitioner. Lacey is the recipient of the Women's Golf Scholarship, Big Island Candy's Junior Golf Scholarship, Honohina Hongwanji Mission Scholarship, and Onao Kurisu Saito and Shinichi Saito Scholarship. Jada Ventura. Jada is the daughter of Elmer Ventura and Trisha Ventura. Her future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Hilo, where she will pursue a degree in psychology towards her goal of becoming an elementary school teacher. Jada is the recipient of the University of Hawaii Regents Scholarship. Colton Victorine. Colton is the son of Clyde Victorine Jr. and Farron Sue. His future plans are to attend Washington State University, where he will pursue a degree in electrical engineering towards his goal of becoming an electrical engineer. Alyssa Yabe. Alyssa is the daughter of Michael Yabe and Ayumi Yabe. Her future plans are to attend Amherst College, where she will pursue a degree in biochemistry towards her goal of becoming a medical researcher. Alicia Yamasaki. Alicia is the daughter of Aaron Yamasaki and Amy Horst. Her future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where she will pursue a degree in Asian Studies in the hopes of securing a position at the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization World Heritage Site in Japan. Alicia is a recipient of the Manoa Academic Merit Scholarship. Kathleen Yumul. Kathleen is the daughter of Randy Yumul and Erlinda Yumul. Her future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Hilo, where she will pursue a degree in nursing towards her goal of becoming a registered nurse. Following the final valedictorians are the remaining Nakoa Po'okela Award recipients. Kirin Komata. Kirin is the daughter of James Komata and Edie Komata. Her future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where she will pursue a degree in business accounting towards her goal of becoming a certified public accountant. Kirin is the recipient of the Ona Kurisu Saito and Shinichi Saito Scholarship. She was a 4-H state delegate at the National 4-H Congress in Atlanta. Kaylee Oki. Kaylee is the daughter of Douglas Oki and Pam Oki. Her future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Hilo, where she will pursue a degree in psychology towards her goal of becoming an elementary school teacher. Kaylee is the recipient of the University of Hawaii at Hilo Athletic Scholarship, Big Island Junior Golf Scholarship, Big Island Candies Junior Golf Scholarship, and Waiakea High School Public Services Academy Award. Following the final Nakoa Po'okela recipients is the remaining 2020 to 2021 Student Government Association officer. Secretary Patricia Psyche. Patricia is the daughter of Abigail Psyche. Her future plans are to attend the University of Hawaii at Hilo, where she will pursue a degree in biology towards her goal of becoming a nurse practitioner. Patricia is the recipient of Waiakea High School's Alakai Koa Award. Waiakea High School teachers Ms. Allison Nakata and Mr. Dale Olive will commence with the announcing of the names of the remaining graduates.
Samson Aana, Austin Abrigo,
Danielle Agbigay, Taya Agno,
Legend Aguiar,
Sheree Aguiar Hanohano,
Jacob Ahu, Landon Alvarado K, Dominic Andaya, Kamakea Anderson,
Bethlyn Arata,
Davin Archangel, Douglas Aruda,
Kezia Avila Rivas, Zoe Pearl Awai,
Justice Li'i Badua, Damian Barrios, Mitchell Bartels,
Kyrie Bartolome, Genevieve Bautista, Rosemary Bearden,
Chet Balaski, Jaden Rilan Benavides, Adam Bento, Corbin Betancourt, Alejandro Blanco, Elijah Blankenship,
Kalmia Boyer, Annabella Cabanilla, Chloe Cabanting, Caitlin Ray Cabral Asing, Hannah Cabreros,
Braxton Kagompong,
Jacelyn Canberra, Skylin Cantor,
Taven Cariaga Bailado,
Christina Carousel, Madison Carvalho, Callista Cava, Avery Chai,
John Chamberlain, Lathan Chanmani,
Isabella Chen,
Rio Shopo,
Carolyn Clark,
Jeremy Canal,
Julia Cordero,
Luke Correa,
Shylin Costa, Kyla Cuba,
Javier Cuevas Variz,
Tristan Julio, Cassidy Dakujaku,
Thomas Dansdale,
Mele Hoalalani de la Cruz, Miley Delara, Kylie Dahl,
Nolan Donahue,
Giselle Dorser, Mika Duldulau, Alize Joy Dupre Cadawes, Amita Famita Eddie, Anava Endres, Harley Evangelista, Kylie Evangelista, Janelle Iyer,
Ethan Fiesta, Mason Figueroa,
Jaden Flores, Alicia Freitas,
Anthony Freitas,
Salissa Fukunaga, Brianna Ganier,
Robin Ganon Jr., Samuel Garcia,
Sonoy Gaston,
Kobe Geronimo Babas, Keanu Gomes,
Justina Lynn Gomes Balberti,
Jaden Haleamau, Austin Halstead,
Kaylin Hamora,
Dylan Hanashiro,
Lilia Hansen, Kavailani Harris,
Kaden Hatakinaka,
Sydney Hatayama,
David Herring,
Jalen Higa,
Evan Hill,
Destiny Hironaka, Jory Hoxton, Aaron Hoota, Corey Lynn Horio,
Evan Jose, Isaac Inoue, Jordan Iokia South,
Melia Irons, Jodeci Ishibashi,
Elijah Iwaoka Troutman,
Crystalline Joaquin,
Kalaiea Julian Spencer,
Sierra Kealoha,
Kahinu Ka'a'a, Kaulana Ka'ai, Dallas Ka'ili,
Kiana Kaili,
Kamaha'o Ka'ili Paka,
Kylie Kaina, Gracie Kalauli,
Vance Kamau, Aiden Kanaile,
Jamie Kaneshiro,
Carson Kawaguchi,
Malia K. Liebner,
Avery Kealoha, Noah Kiavekane, Kaena Kekawalua,
Raven Grace Kekawalua Nassis, Janessa Kekipi, Cambry Kelekoma, Harlan Keli'ikoa Josue, Kelsey Kepo'o, Jaylee Kepo'o Yap,
Colby Kerr,
Caitlin Ketter,
Bronson Klein, Chase Kotomori,
Jalen Rose Kua,
Kaimalino Kuoha, Kamuela La'a, Jeslyn Lai Labuanan, Herbert Laranang,
Kauanoi Lee, Mia Lesios,
Aiden Layson,
Tiara Likiaksa, Emily Logan, Harley Marie Lonokapu, Chastity Lopez,
Deshaun Lopes, Dominic Lopez, Robley Lovell, Jacob Luna,
Maya Lyman Moke,
Justin Maeda, Harrison Marotte,
Drian Marzan,
Austin Masaoka,
Raina McCall, Catherine McClary, Natalie Morimoto,
Nicholas Mao. Brandon Muranaka.
Riley Ann Nagamine. Taylor Napoleon. Gracelyn Jade Norito. Jonalyn Narun. Jana Min Nemesio.
Kenneth Wynn.
Eleanor Nichols. Onika Nisa.
Kason Nishimoto.
Haley Nozaki. Chaselyn Ogata. Amari O'Hara.
Tristan Jet Okamoto.
Emmy Okinaka.
Jaden Paul Oliveira.
Hannah Ollis. Yvonne Oretta.
Isaiah Ortiz. Shaden Palinapa Likelio.
Zara Peressa.
Brandon Pasqua.
Ginger Pettyjohn. Faith Picard.
Josiah Polito Kiko.
Quinn Prine.
Shannon Pua. Mason John Publico. June Sung Pyo. Travis Quisenberry.
Caitlin Raniata. Lacey Ray. France Vivian Respicio.
Christian Ribordi. Anthony Rivera.
Christina Robledo.
Trayson Isaiah Rosa.
Raquel Ross.
Dalton Saldana.
Kiara Samayoa Ramirez.
Caleb Santarone. Gerald Santiago. Logan Santiago. Cameron Saplad. Harley Saragosa.
Nanea Setterfield.
Aiden J. Shikuma.
Kulia Ikanu'u Ovai Ale Ale Silva.
Caden Silva.
Anella Simons.
Blaze Dakota Smith.
Kealoha Makanoi Smith.
Rylan Smith. Isaiah Souza.
Jessica Staub. Hope Surigal. Jayla Tadeo Jose.
Seth Taitano. Logan Talasay. Riley Tamanaha. Jevin Tanaka.
Taylor Tanaka.
Noah Tavares. Jesse Tejada.
Chrislyn Tangan, Rachel Terada, Ziara Tosi, Jamie Tuliao,
Cameron Uemura,
Kylie Umemoto,
Jaden Uwolo, Isaias Uribe, Justin Villanueva Ada, Justin Waiki, Alexander Wakano,
Sadie Wakita, Haley Weber, Isabella Whitney Hama, Destiny Williams, Kelly Say, Anaka Yamasaki,
Kaisen Yamashiro,
Charmin Zaman.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present to you Waiakea High School's graduating class of 2021. At this time, Senior Class President Megan Nakamoto will present her speech to the class of 2021 and the class gift to the Student Government Association.
Good evening, Principal Koga, Vice Principal Venzon, Vice Principal Toriano, Superintendent Kanehulua, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family, friends, and classmates. Again, my name is Megan Nakamoto, and I apologize that you have to listen to me again when this speaking position could have been occupied by one of the many capable voices of our class. And for that, I will try my best to make this worthy of your attention. Now, I could stand here and tell you that these last 14 months provided invaluable lessons we otherwise would have never learned. I could tell you that we'll take this knowledge gained in bitter isolation to fashion a brighter future. And although these statements are true, we seem to be collectively tiptoeing around the harsh reality that these last 14 months were miserable. The countless awkwardly dismissed hugs, the words left uncrossed on our senior year bucket lists, the lack of feeling seen by a world plunged into digital reliance where the only communication of emotion is obstructed by a screen, and no one's ever able to view the full picture. We sat at home, plagued by the thought of what could have been but never was. Scared of losing something that we never found because it was out of our control. And now here we are, at the end of a road we didn't expect to walk so far by ourselves. But rather than ignoring these repressed feelings, we should allow them to empower us. Moving forward, we must maximize opportunities arising from bounds within our control and savor successes without losing sight of who we are. Now more than ever, it's important that we do what we believe is right, as society continues to pit us against each other because of our individuality. Use this shared experience to realize that we are not so different, and step up to be a leader without the title. Be an everyday hero. On behalf of the class of 2021, we would like to present a backdrop and table cover to Waiakea High School, which are being used during today's ceremony. We hope that they'll aid in future recordings to continue the effectiveness of virtual programs and foster young leaders to become comfortable using their voices as I once wasn't. I would like to thank my fellow officers, Vice President Maya Atwal, Secretary Casey Tagawa, and Treasurer Leah Hara for a great year despite the obstacles. Thank you to our class advisors, Mrs. Tagawa and Mr. Tolentino, for dedicating their time over the years to ensure our class's success. Thank you to our Student Activities Coordinator, Mrs. Nishimoto, and the Student Government Association for crafting fun ways to keep us connected. And finally, thank you to our Commencement Chairperson, Kaylee Oki, for bringing us together for the first and final time as seniors. No matter how many reassuring cliches we're told, such as the classic line beginning with, "We know this isn't what you expected," followed by a message of strength and perseverance, they won't supply what we've lost. They won't terminate the fantasies we've held about these big events that have been living in our minds since childhood. And they won't mend the tear in reality that's still trying to convince me that this isn't actually happening. I could tell you that this isn't the end, but then I'd be lying to myself and all of you. What I will say is that new experiences await to test you, and there's so much more to gain when you stay true to yourself. Thank you.
Pi'ikekoa, or bravery grows, or the warrior rises. Pi'ikekoa speaks of the winds and rains found in the ahupua'a of Waiakea. From the slopes of Mauna Loa, reaching to the shores of Hilo One and Keaukaha, the Waiakea ahupua'a is vast and verdant. By educating the next generation with the names of the different rains and winds of Waiakea, it gives the youth identity-building knowledge of their place. Pi'ikekoa will be performed by seniors Samson A'ana, Sheree Aguiar Hanohano, Douglas Aruda, Harley Evangelista, Ka'ena Kekaulua, Dominic Lopez, and Hope Surigao.
Pi'ikekoa pa. Eo kalavena a kaulua, mai ka wau ke leo Mauna Loa e. Malua ki I vai pului ai ka lehua, he vehino o pana e vai. O pakia le ala I ka moa e, I ke o kaha e ai aina e. O ka hanu nipono ka vai o ke koa o ka lehua wai ke ai. E ola e, e ola e, e ola e.
Ku Waiakea is a chant written specifically for Waiakea High School by Waiakea alumni. This chant represents the pride of Waiakea and recognizes the significance of the Waiakea ahupua'a. This will be performed by seniors Samson A'ana, Sheree Aguiar Hanohano, Douglas Aruda, Harley Evangelista, Ka'ena Kekaulua, Dominic Lopez, and Hope Surigao.
O Waiakea pa!
O Waiakea kui ka hoaka.
Ike one a napa o Wailama. Ka wana o hilo I ka ua.
Ka ua kahi le hua. Ka ua le maue a nui nui. Le hana kahi I ke ala. Me ke o nauna o pana ewa. E o Waiakea kai o ke koa.
E lao me ke ai ka hawai hului.
O Waiakea kui ka hoaka I ke ole a napa o Wailama e. Ka lano hilo I ka ua kani le hua e. Ka ua le maue a nue nue e ai. Le hana kahi I ke ala me ke o nana o pana ewa e. E o Waiakea I o ke koa e lau me ki ai o ka Hawaii o hilo e I e ai. E o Waiakea e lau me ki ai ka Hawaii o hilo ku.
The 2021 senior class song is Wherever I Go by Miley Cyrus. As the class of 2021 goes their separate ways, they know they'll always have each other. Please enjoy this performance by the participants of the class of 2021.
Here we are now, everything's about to change. We face tomorrow as we say goodbye to yesterday. A chapter ending, but the story's only just begun. A page is turning for everyone. So I'm moving on, letting go, holding on to tomorrow. I've always got the memories while I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We might be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me wherever I go. Wherever I go. So excited, I can barely even catch my breath. we have each other to lean on for the road ahead. This happy ending is the start of all our dreams, and I know your heart is with me. So I'm moving on, letting go, holding on to tomorrow. I've always got the memories while I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We might be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me wherever I go. It's time to show the world we've got something to say. A song to sing out loud will never fade away. I know I'll miss you, but we'll meet again someday. We'll never fade away. So I'm moving on, letting go, holding on to tomorrow. I've always got the memories while I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We might be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me. So I'm moving on, letting go, holding on to tomorrow. I've always got the memories while I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We might be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me wherever I go. Wherever I go.
Please rise and join France, Vivian, and Ginger once again in singing Waiakea High School's alma mater.
When we sing to you, Waiakea High, your name rings far and true, far and true. We stand in pride and loyalty as we sing this song to you. From your mountains high and your waters so broad, our love will never part. Waiakea High, you will always be firmly standing in our hearts. Waiakea High, you will always be firmly standing in our hearts. In our hearts.
This concludes Waiakea High School's production of our 42nd annual commencement ceremony. Thank you for joining us this evening. Graduates, we commend you on your perseverance through these unprecedented times and encourage you to look towards your bright future. We can't wait to see where your next chapters take you. Congratulations once again to the class of 2021.
For the first time in a very long time, we're here to honor you in person. No Zoom logins, no waiting rooms, no passwords. Live and in person. I'm so excited to see you guys. Graduates, I would be certainly remiss if I didn't acknowledge how much you missed this year. No BIF athletics, no in-person classes, no assemblies in the gym, no winter program, no homecoming, no prom, and no freshman drama to watch in the crowd. You know what I'm talking about. The one that makes me saddest, no class lectures from Mr. Koga reminding all of you how important you are in setting the tone for the school year. Expecting all of you to set the proper example for all younger classes to follow. Letting you know that seniors regulate and have earned their spot after 3 years on this campus. Reminders that the school year goes by quickly, and before you know it, you'll be sitting here today reminiscing of the year that was. You didn't even get a chance to respond to seniors, you know. Lastly, you didn't get the reminder speech at the end of the third quarter. that commencement is not a right but a privilege. That just because you ordered a cap and gown for commencement today, that doesn't mean you get to wear it. Also, that if you made it here today, you've earned it. You got to celebrate all the hard work and dedication that you invested after 4 years at Waiakea High. Last but certainly not least, that you are warriors and always will be. That navy blue and warrior white flows within you, that you're expected to represent us all accordingly with the highest levels of warrior pride, and that most of all, that we are Waiakea, proud, always knowing that we are the definition of excellence. There is a common thread in all of us that goes far beyond our race, religion, or beliefs. It is a fact that we're local. We represent this zip code, 96720, Hilo. That is who we are and where we're from. And on top of that, we're not only of this town, we are Waiakea warriors. And as I stated earlier, the mere definition of what it means to be excellent and held to a higher standard. We welcome diversity, we accept differences, and kindness goes a very long way. So graduates, when you move onward and start your future, remember where you came from, be kind and understanding. Know that Waiakea High will always be here to celebrate your accomplishments and be proud of you, just as you are proud of her. And since we're talking about Hilo, being local from here, here's a tidbit I always want you to remember. If you remember anything from this commencement address, it's this. On the mainland, they eat snow cones. On Oahu and other islands, they eat shave ice. In this town, we eat ice shave. Congratulations, class of 2021. All right!
My fellow Lions, whether we realize it or not, we have come so far since we began our high school journeys in freshman year. I'm sure that each of us has been inspired by someone during our 4 years at Waiakea High, whether that was our family, friends, teachers, coaches, or even a celebrity who we admire. We may have faced some common challenges, like the anxiety of entering high school, choosing an academy, and trying to figure out what we'd like to do once we graduate. Other challenges may have been more unique and personal. We can owe our presence here today to the mentors who have guided us on this roller coaster of a journey. If there's anything we've learned from the past year, as we've experienced social distancing and virtual learning, it's that we thrive on the relationships we share with those close to us. In less than an hour, we will be ushered into a different part of Waiakea High School, the community of alumni. Although we will no longer be students, each of us will continue to be an essential part of the shared fabric that is Waiakea. And with that, let's remember to give back to the individuals, school, and community that have provided us with so much support. Lions, we have come so far, and I can't wait to see the amazing things in store for each of us. Thank you.
I apologize in advance for my poor public speaking skills. It has been over a year since I have spoken in front of actual human beings. As all of us can agree, this year of quarantine and self-isolation has been extremely difficult and unpleasant. When the quarantine for COVID-19 had first started in the fourth quarter of our junior year, I remember initially being excited to have no school for the remaining months. I was looking forward to playing video games and going on social media for the whole day. I had even initially thought that a school year of online learning would not be that bad. Oh, how that excitement was misplaced, as I did not comprehend how enduring and painful the quarantine would be. As we progress through our lives outside of high school, I believe we should remember this experience to make sure we do not take our relationships and interactions for granted again. As each of us enter a new stage in our lives, we should always remember to be grateful for the ones who were and are present beside us and always supporting us. With lessening restrictions and life returning to how it was before COVID, we should take advantage of the time we have to make up for the ones we lost this year. However, while making up for lost time, make sure to look toward the future and be ready to set off on your desired path, whether it be continuing your schooling or being ready for employment. Just make sure that whatever you do brings you fulfillment and enjoyment throughout your life. And from there, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors and hope we all meet again soon. Thank you.
Now, I could stand here and tell you that these last 14 months provided invaluable lessons we otherwise would have never learned. I could tell you that we'll take this knowledge, gained in bitter isolation, to fashion a brighter future. And although these statements are true, we seem to be collectively tiptoeing around the harsh reality that these last 14 months were miserable. We sat at home, plagued by the thought of what could have been but never was, scared of losing something we never found because it was out of our control, and now here we are. At the end of a road we didn't expect to walk so far by ourselves. But rather than ignoring these repressed feelings, we should allow them to empower us. Moving forward, we must maximize opportunities arising from the bounds within our control and savor successes without losing sight of who we are. No matter how many reassuring cliches we're told, such as the basic line beginning with, "We know this isn't what you expected," followed by a message of strength and perseverance, they won't supply what we've lost. They won't terminate the fantasies we've held about these events that have been living in our minds since childhood. And they won't mend the tear in reality that's still trying to convince me that this isn't actually happening. I could tell you that this isn't then, but I'd be lying to everyone, including myself. But what I will say is that these new experiences await to test you, and there's so much more to gain when you stay true to yourself. Thank you.
Complex Area Superintendent Kanehailua, after careful review of the records of these men and women, I am pleased to report they have fulfilled all the graduation requirements set forth by the Hawaii State Board of Education on behalf of the Department of Education. By authority as principal of Waiakea High School, I am proud to present to you the graduating class of 2021.
Thank you, Principal Koga. As a Hilo Waiakea Complex Area Superintendent, on behalf of the Board of Education and the Department of Education, I officially accept this class as having fulfilled all requirements for graduation. Congratulations, Waiakea High School class of 2021, class of Lions. Be brave and courageous in your next journey as a Warrior alumni, and remember to lean on your Lion pride as you set out. Congratulations.